It's Myli. What's good? And I'm finally back on YouTube. I think the only reason I've been gone so long is because I've been going through some shit. And I'm just really meticulous with how I wanted my videos to look. Or just like, I don't want to do it if it looks like shit. I'm just like, if it looks like shit, I'll fix it. I guess you're just going to see why I've been off of YouTube for so long. Tea, bitch. This is actually juice, but it's really good. Okay, so let's get in the video, right? Okay, so basically this video is about the rise and fall of my first love. That's gonna be my first video because it explains why I was gone for so long and why I had to redo my content and the whole branding of the way the YouTube channel was gonna look. And I think it looks better now anyway. When I met my first love, I didn't know that he was gonna be my first love, right? I'm not even completely sure he was my first love because I don't know if that was love or if it was just the excitement of having a boyfriend for a long time. You get what I'm saying? So here's how that started. It all happened a long time ago in college. This land where you're supposed to go to school and get an education and make money and live a life. And I was really serious about college, so I was not talking to people as much. Like I was just really class and go home, do my work in the library. I was like a book nerd, you know, so I didn't really talk to people. And I guess he was kind of like the opposite. Like everybody knew him. I don't know if he was like good in classes or whatever, but everybody knew him. Everybody went to his house or whatever, but I didn't know who this guy was. I stayed on the basement level of the school, and I just like kind of stayed there by myself reading. And one day I went to staple some papers in this office, and I seen him, and I always seen him around. I know he was kind of cute, and I was just like, okay, it's cute. But then I was just like, why is he following me in the office? And I think he just started talking to me. He was just like, hey, what you doing? I always see you around. You're always like coming and going. You never really come to the cafe and chill. I was like, well, yeah, I'm trying to graduate and get the fuck out the hood. I really don't want to curse, but listen, I'm trying to get out the hood, okay? He was like, oh, you know, that's good or whatever. And I was like, all right, well, he likes the fact that I'm doing my work or whatever, but what do you do or whatever? So we just started talking, and then his phone went off or whatever. He had to go. And I think ever since then, like when he would see me, he would say something. And I went to the cafe just to see if I would see him. And I seen him one day. He was like, how come every time I see you, you look different? And I'm like, because it's a new day, honey. My major is fashion, honey. What? There was this one day that my friend had his number. My best friend, Vanessa. You're going to hear about Vanessa a lot. I love her, my best friend. And Felicia, 2 best friends. And Janelli, 3 best friends. And I have a guy best friend named Vincent. So 4 best friends. Besides the family best friends, but outside, whatever. So Vanessa, she had his number. And I got his number out of her phone, and I texted him one day, and he would just say, how come you didn't just text me, you know, ask me for my number or whatever. And that's why he thought I bagged him, but technically he bagged me. I think he had a party one day, and he wanted me to go, and everybody knew where his house was, so everybody went to his house. And I had to work. Like, I just worked and went to school and went home. And I was like, I can't go, I gotta work, So he was just like, oh, maybe some other time. I was like, yeah, you know, maybe some other time. I was really tight, but I was like, all right. Yeah, so then another chance for me to go to his house came up, and I was just like, okay, so I can make it this time. And I went, and we had already been talking for a little bit. And then I went to his house. That same day I went to his house for the first time, I met his mom. I met his sister. I met his cousin. I met his other cousin. I met the girl that lives upstairs. I met almost everybody. And it's intimidating because I wasn't expecting to like date this kid. I didn't know where we were going. But the fact that I met everybody so soon, I was just like, hi, how are you? Hey. Oh, hi. Okay. Oh, how are you? Yeah. Then his mom was really, his family's really nice. Like I never had a problem with anybody. His sister was cool. His mom is really, really nice to me. Like I don't have anything bad to say about his family, you know. But just meeting them for the first time, being in his house, and then we had our first kiss that day too, which is like he went in to kiss me and he kind of headbutted me, and it was kind of one of those, oh, that's so cute. But I should have knew that something was wrong when there was no spark in the kiss. It was kind of like, oh, that was a cute kiss, but there was no spark. You know what I'm saying? But it got better throughout the relationship, of course. So after that, we just started hanging out. And, you know, he asked me out when we were in the city one day. And I was just like, oh, cool, now I got a boyfriend. That's dope. And we just became that couple when we went back to school. Like, we were just the cutest little couple. Everybody was just like, oh my gosh, you guys how cute, you look alike. And I'm like, don't tell nobody they look like their boyfriend. Stupid. You say that. So as we were dating or whatever, I guess me trying to learn myself and figure myself out, and him trying to do the same, and then we trying to figure each other out at the same time was just a lot. So we would not argue, but everything was good in the beginning. But after a while, we just started arguing about other people, trying to figure out, you know, why we were jealous or if we were jealous or something. Like, for example, there was this one time we went to this guy's party. Oh my gosh. When I tell you, that was like the worst mistake of my life, but like the best thing ever. You would not understand unless I explain it to you, which I will. We went to this guy's party, right? And it was me, Vanessa, him, and I think it was his friends and a couple people from my college. It was like a college party, but it was a college house party. And mind you, I told you I used to be in the basement all the time. So there was this one guy that he was light-skinned, and he was kind of cute. And he just kept walking by. Every time I would see him, I don't stare, but I would look at this woman. I would look at him like this, like, ooh. When I seen him at the party, the house party, I was just like, oh shit. But I didn't expect him to say anything to me, and I was talking to this other guy, so I was just like, yeah, cool. But it got so hot in that house party, I pulled my best friend outside and was like, girl, it is hot in there. And I like took off my flannel I had on, and I had like a sports bra and like these like MC Hammer looking pants, but they so dope, I swear they do. But I went back inside, and I go inside, and there's a chair in the middle of the floor, and I'm a dancer. So when I dance, you feel me? And I'm a dancer by choice. So he's like trying to pick somebody, the cute guy, he's trying to pick somebody to dance with, and the guy that I was talking to was in the kitchen. I'm trying to make my way to the window because it's so hot, and I went like this to cross like aside the hallway to the floor, and he pulls me into the chair, and then he just starts dancing on me, and I'm like, mind you, this was my dream for a long time, but I'm talking to somebody, you know what I'm saying? But he's already dancing on me, and I'm so light, I'm moving out the chair, I'm slipping and everything, and he takes me off the chair. He picked me up off the chair and put me on the floor. Now we dancing, and we on the floor. Then he flips me over him, and I'm not a punk, feel me? So I started dancing back, you know what I'm saying? People recording and everything, everybody's like, oh. And he heard, and he got up, and he came in, and he saw everything. And it's a party, but me and him weren't dating at this time, though. This was before he asked me out, but me and him weren't dating at that time. But I did feel bad, you know? But after that, he didn't make it seem like he was mad about it. But months later, it popped back up. It popped up for 2 years straight in every argument. Some way, somehow, that shit popped up. He was just like, bro, why it had to be so sexual though? I'm like, it's a lap dance. Like, things like that is what got me upset. Like, shit like things that he did were like, one time we had we went to a girl's hotel party. She was a mutual friend of ours, and he laid in the bed with her. It wasn't her fault, you know, because she was tired and she laid in the bed. But why are you knocking on the door? Y'all in there? Y'all got space on the bed? And then, like, she's not in her right mind, you know? Like, what if you sleeping and you rolled over thinking it's me, and you all touching on her and everything? You know, and I'm like, all our friends are there. Nobody's trying to get in the bed with the girls except for you. Why my man got to be so dumb as to do that when I'm sitting in the living room? Like, cuddle up with me in the living room, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Even if I think we're mad at each other that day, but you ain't that stupid. And I just feel like I seen that, and I got up and I left. And his best friend saw me, and I'm like, you're not gonna say nothing to your bro? I was like, maybe I should say something. But then I knew if I said something, he would have played dumb, and then it would have been a whole big thing. So I got my shit and I left. I told my best friend I was leaving, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning. He didn't follow me he didn't walk me to the train. He felt okay. He went to work. Like, I guess that's why he was trying to sleep, because he had work. And then when he came back, he was just like, you mad? I was like, No, I'm not mad. Because common sense isn't common. What I felt was common sense wasn't so common to him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying he was like a bad boyfriend. Like for me, I could have been a better girlfriend. Like I feel like I wasn't as affectionate as I am now with people, but I could have been more affectionate towards him. I probably could have done a lot more girlfriendly things, but I was trying. You get what I'm saying? It's not like I wasn't trying. I just didn't feel that. You get what I'm saying? I didn't feel that way. I didn't want to fake any emotion with him. Like if you don't make me feel that way to want to do those things, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just is, it's not gonna work like that. It didn't. That's not how it happened. So, but him, he was a good boy. He would do cute things like if I have cramps or if it's that time, he would like leave things on the bed, have pajamas or whatever, go to the store, put pills on the bed, so and have my bath waiting. Like he would do cute things like that, and like I'm not trying to bash him. Like he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's sweet, you know. But I think when he's hurt, he doesn't know how to handle it, so he does what he thinks is best, and it's not always what's best for everybody. And I guess I'm probably like that as well, but I think his is like worse. And I mean, hold on. Let me tell you something. So there's this girl, right? There's this girl that she continuously pops up in our relationship, like a beep boop. And I don't even think all of it was her fault. I think he just talked about her so much that it made me not like her. It's not that she did anything. He made me not like her. You know what I'm saying? And then when she came, she was his childhood friend or whatever. She's not an ugly girl. Like I would never hate on the next sister. Like she's a pretty girl. I heard she's nice. I even tried to set up something where we could all hang out, and he was like, no. He made her seem like a stalker in a way. Like, oh, she got the same tattoo as me, and I was just like, oh, it's weird. Why did you do that? Why'd you get it if you knew I had one? He would just make her seem a type of way to me, and I was just like, okay, so why are you still hanging around her? And they were childhood friends, so she's friends with his friends, type of thing. So he was just like, nah, I didn't invite her. They did. I didn't know she was there, and I'm like, okay, because I trusted him, and I'm just like, if that's what you say, all right, whatever. There was a time, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, I called him, because I'm worried. I'm calling him, and he's not picking up the phone. Like, it's not like I'm just like, hey, come home. I'm just like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I know you got work early, I got work early, and we living together at this time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, are you okay? Bro, I haven't heard from you all day, son. Like, I'm worried. And he ends up calling me back, and I hear laughing in the background. It's him, her, his cousins, and they all having a good time. I'm like, okay, now that I know that you're alive, all right, just go ahead, go have fun. I hope if you're going to work from there, you know, I hope you got your money. Well, then I hear her in the background. Is that Myli? I'm like, y'all motherfuckers know what time it is? I know what time it is. Why you at home, girl, at this hour right now? What's going on? You know, and I'm just like, you know what? Y'all know it's 2 o'clock in the morning. She was like, it's not 2 o'clock. And she let oh my gosh, I didn't know it was that late. He was like, oh, I'm coming now. I'm coming. I was like, no, that's not why I called you. I don't want you to have to come back because you think I'm mad at you. It's just the consideration of letting me know, like, hey, I'm alive. If I haven't talked to you all day and I text you this day, you know, I called you and you still didn't pick up or whatever. Maybe your phone was dead. Okay, granted. But if you know it's this late, come on. So basically, he was lit. He was lit with her. He was lit with them. He don't ever get that lit with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, all right, whatever, it's cool. And I think it's partially because his friends didn't like me. But his friends didn't like me for reasons that were out of my control. He would not want to hang out with them. He would say whatever it was that he said, oh, nah, they like this, they that. I'm like, but don't you want to go out? Like, don't you want to have fun? Like, I was just like, so call this one, call that one. Nah, let's just watch a movie. And that's my man, so I'm like, all right, let's watch a movie then. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, we're going to watch a movie, we're going to cuddle. It became an every night thing, and it was cool. But I knew he would want to go out. But every time I would say that, he would just be like, no, he doesn't like this person's annoying. And I'm his girl, so you telling me these things, I'm listening like, oh, wow. All right, so just chill then. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to force you to do something you don't want to do. If you telling me how annoyed you are with these people, Why are you hanging out with them when you telling me that they're annoying then? Like, outside of me telling you go hang out with them, like that 2 o'clock in the morning day, that was around the same time you was telling me you didn't like them. So you contradict yourself, and then that's why I was like, okay, whatever. I'm fast forwarding to November, last year November. So literally about a year ago, we broke up, right? So it was just, we were living together. It was just like, you know what? It's not gonna work. You feel like a roommate more than a boyfriend. You know, you feel like a friend more than a man. You know, my man or whatever. So that's how I felt. He said he wanted to see what he can do without worrying about me, and I'm just like, I know there was other reasons, but I know it was a personal reason, and I'm just like, I know what the reason is. But if that's what you want to hide behind, it's cool, you know. So one day he was gone, I packed all my stuff. When he came back, I was like, can you drive me home? And he was like, yeah. So he drove me home, and we was kind of cordial. The breakup was cordial, and I didn't see him for a month after that. And my birthday is on December 22nd, which is coming up. So anyways, my birthday is on December 22nd, and that's when he texted me. I was turning 21, and he was just like, oh, what you doing for your birthday? And I was just like, I was looking at my phone like, I could see, because it's a big birthday for me, you know. All right, cool. So I was just like, nah, I'm not going to do nothing, because all my friends flopped. That's another story for another day, but trust me. So all my friends flopped, right? And I was just like, all right, because I wanted to go out. It was my 21st birthday, so me, Vanessa, his best friend, which is my close friend, and him, we went out or whatever. And this is my first time seeing him since the breakup. And he's still trying to, you know, low-key playing around, trying to see where my head is at or whatever. And I'm just like, I still have feelings for him, of course, but I'm just like, we're not going to do that. We did that, though. But whatever. Anyways, so after the whole birthday thing, I seen him one time after that, and it was at the same guy who had a party. It was at his party again. And then it was just weird. Like, when we were leaving, he tried to give me a sis hug, like the side hug. And I was just like, give me a regular hug. I was like, all right, maybe that's not where you at. All right, cool, whatever. It was just like the whole time there, he didn't want to look at me. If he looked at me and I looked at him, he would look away. Like, I was just like, I don't know. I don't know what's up. I don't know. I'm not going to try to figure it out either. It just is what it is. I'm cool beans about it. I don't know. So after that, I texted him one time because I needed to get my shit out of his house. I was like, bro, I have to get my stuff out your house. Can you tell me when you're going to be home? And he was like, you're not my girlfriend. I don't have to tell you my schedule. And I was like, that's not what I'm doing, though. That's really not what I'm trying to do. It's not. I'm not trying to pretend to be your girl anymore. I'm just trying to figure out if you're going to be home so we can have a meeting time to get my stuff. Like, you know my stuff is still in your house. And I have cute clothes. So I need it. The fuck, right? Yeah, so after that, I just stopped texting him. His birthday came. His birthday is in August. So I posted a picture, you know, happy birthday, because he seen me on my birthday, and I know we haven't spoken, so I was just going to post something, and that would be it. So I posted something on Facebook. It was cute. It was mature. You know, I just wished him the best, basically. And, you know, he said thank you about it, and that was it. Then, we just had each other on social media type of thing. Then, recently, which is this September that just passed, I have him on Snapchat, so I'm scrolling, and I see, I'm just like, I wonder what he up to. And then, I think it was around Labor Day. That's what it was. That's why I think I wanted to see what people were doing, because I don't celebrate Labor Day. I'm Jamaican, but I don't celebrate it because my father don't love me, but whatever. I was scrolling, and I seen it. I was like, oh, I wonder where he went. And he had the girl that kept popping up in a relationship in his house on his couch, and he was laying his head on her leg, and he was recording like that. And I didn't know if that was her or not. In my head, I'm like, she had longer hair than that. I knew she had longer hair, because when you a girlfriend and there's another girl in the picture, you study her. You like, she pretty? All right, cool. She ain't pretty to me. Okay. Well, you know how it go. So I wasn't sure if that was her or not. So I'm looking, and I texted him. I was like, she looks familiar. Ha ha. I put the ha ha So it's like cool, you know, I'm not serious, I'm just joking. It was just funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Then he sends me a picture of him hugging her from the back. Like he's holding her head like this, and he's holding the camera, and he's like this, looking down, holding her head. And I'm like, why'd you send me that? Why'd you send me that? You don't want to play this game with me. Why'd you do that? Huh? He's just like, oh, it was an accident. I didn't mean to send it to you. She told me to send it to her. She wanted the picture. And I was just like, okay, sure, whatever you say. He was just like, no, I'm serious. You know I'm trying to maintain a good relationship with you. I wouldn't do that. I was just like, okay, mind you, I know this kid. I know when he's hungry. I know when he's thirsty. I know when he's excited, when he's not happy, when he's lying. So because I didn't really want to argue about it, I was just like, it's cool, right? It's cool. You didn't mean to send it. Whatever. Then I'm getting in the shower, right? And then I come back in here and I look at my phone. He's like, I have to ask you a question. And I was like, okay, what? And he's like, do you feel like that you had my heart in the relationship? Like basically, did I feel like, you know, I truly had his heart, like he truly loved me? And I was like, we were together for 2.5 years, so maybe at, you know, some point in there, maybe, you know. And he was just like, yeah, you think so? I was like, yeah, why? Like, why is this, what? What? You beating around the bush, just tell me what's up. He was like, oh, because I feel like I have a connection with her that I've never felt before. And I'm like, do you know who you telling this to? I'm like, okay, all right, well, I'm happy for you. If you're not, all right. I was like, okay, so date her, you know, be with her, since that's what you want to do, I guess. Like, and he was like, no, I'm not really trying to date right now. That's not what I'm saying. And I was just like, okay, so what are you saying? He was like, I just never felt this connection before. I'm like, at this point, I'm tired of hearing about this girl. And I've never met this person in a day in my life, and I'm pretty sure she's cool. I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure she's amazing. Whatever. But I did not like her because of him. It turned me off. I didn't want to hear about it. So I picked up the phone. I call him on Snapchat. I'm just like, what are you trying to say? Why are you playing on my phone? Like, what? He just like, oh, nothing. I'm just like, what? You love her? You like her? You want to be with her? Go be with her. Go make love to her. Go be together. Go ahead. I know that's what you wanted. Go on and do it. Get it. Get married. Put the moves on if you need to. God, but you want my blessing? You got it. Go ahead. He was like, oh no, that's not what it is. I was like, whatever. Then he turned around. He asked me. He was just like, what about you? Are you dating anybody? And I wasn't gonna tell him, you know, because of who he is. I was just like, and then he was like, nah, you can tell me. It's cool. And I was like, all right. Well, I'm talking to a couple people. You know, I like what I like. I was like, I'm actually about to meet somebody now. Whatever. He was like, oh, look at you, player, whatever. And I was just like, I guess, like, whatever. I guess. And we just talking, and I think he was starting to feel the type of way. And then I had to meet the person because I was gonna pick him up, and he was next door. He was working next door, and I went to go pick him up or whatever. And the guy's like kissing me on my neck, and you know, he's like, hey, I missed you, hugging me or whatever. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Mind you, he's still on the phone, and I'm like, you know, he's telling me how's your day, and we talking or whatever. He's talking, and I don't know if he's still on the phone, so I'm thinking I'm like, I think he heard that. So I'm like, first of all, why am I still on the phone? I'm busy. So I'm like, but we're good, right? I was like, you good? All right. And I called him buddy. I think that's what it was. I was like, all right, we good, buddy? You good? All right, cool. All right, talk to you later. And then we hung up. After that, some weird shit happened. That's why I'm kind of like, maybe that was the reason why it happened, because after this situation happened, he hits me up, like I want to say like 4 days later. He hits me up on Instagram. Mind you, my name was Solai on, because my last name is Seifu. His was something with a B, like the rest of it was with a B, and fused together it was Solai. And he hits me up on Instagram, and my Instagram is that name as well. He was just like, oh, change your Instagram name, it's weird. And I'm like, don't tell me to change my name on Instagram. I'm like, who are you? And then I realized, and I text somebody, and I was like, it is kind of weird, right? And then they was like, yeah. So I was like, all right, I'm going to change it or whatever. And then he was just like, okay. Then on Snapchat, he texts me like, change your name on Instagram. I don't know if you saw my message, but change it because it's weird. Please and thank you. Being mad formal and shit. I'm like, you talking about please and thank you? I was like, okay, I said I was going to change it. All right. And he puts good girl, but he puts good girl with the clap emojis like I'm some fucking pet that he never had. So I'm like, I don't know where you think you got these balls from. Who you talking to? Who are you talking to? Where you get these balls from? Is it because you're talking to her that you got these balls now? You never had them before. Did you find them? I don't know who you're talking to. So I was just like, why? I was like, don't talk to me like that. I was like, I told you I'm going to change it, whatever. He was like, yeah, just make sure you change it. I was just like, you acting like I'm trying to keep the name. Like, I just got off of work, and I put my phone down, and I sat down, put it on the charger because it was dead, and I get bing, bing, and I'm like, okay. You know, I'm checking my messages. Like, it's not like I was dodging you all day, or you're trying to get married to somebody and I got your last name and you trying to file the papers and trying to serve me divorce papers and I'm running around with your last name and you can't marry your love. You get what I'm saying? It's not like that. It was one day, I got the message when I got home. I told you I'm going to change it. And then you hit me on Snapchat. I told you I was going to change it again. Right? You know? So now I'm just like, whatever. After I got out the shower, I just started scrolling, and I seen his sister on Snapchat, and I was like, I wonder what she's up to, because I haven't seen her or thought about her since, you know, I broke up with him, and this is like late September, early October, I want to say, and I was just like, oh, I wonder what she's doing, so I watch it, you know, she's living her life, doing dope stuff. I'm like, hey, cool. Then I see her recording him on his phone, sending me an email telling me to change my Instagram name because it's weird. I can see that's my work email. Like, how'd you get my work email? He got my first name, last name at yada yada yada, and I could see the message. Mylisyaa, change your Instagram name. I messaged you. I don't know if you seen it, but change it. It's weird! Exclamation mark. And I'm like, who? And then her caption is what really got me upset. When you have to email them, that's when you know it's real. I'm looking and I'm like, who has this much time on their hands? Like, why do I don't even think I had him on Instagram anymore. I think he just was wondering who I was talking to that day, and then probably typed in a name that he thought it might still be, and then was like, oh, she gotta change the name, and I have a problem with changing it, but why are you being so annoying about it? Like, I told you I'm gonna change it when I find a new name to change it to. Because what am I gonna change it to now? You know what I'm saying? I have to change the YouTube shit, I have to change my Twitter, and I have to change that. You know what I'm saying? So I have to come up with a whole new name. And I'm like, I'm cool with that, but you just told me this. Give me a second. You know what I'm saying? And then I wasn't satisfied, so I said something to her and I blocked her. Then I looked at him and I blocked him, but I wasn't satisfied, so I called him. And I was like, why are you playing on my phone? Why are you emailing me, messaging me on Instagram and on Snapchat, telling me over and over? Like, I told you the first time. He said, oh, I didn't tell her to post it. I didn't tell her. I don't control what she posts. I'm like, that's not the point. She wouldn't have nothing to post if you wasn't being a child. You get what I'm saying? Why are you emailing me in the first place? How'd you get my email? We never shared no account. You know what I'm saying? How'd you get my email, bro? Still confused about that. Legit. So, after that, I was still tight. I blocked him on Snapchat, blocked him on Instagram, blocked her. I couldn't find her on Facebook to block her, but I put a status up, right? And I was just like, never dating a Trini again. Months later, and I'm still dealing with the bullshit, right? And everybody's commenting, oh, don't blame Trinis, don't blame all of them, you just got a bad one out of the batch or whatever. And you know, I was just being petty. Like, I'm petty queen, so I was just like, nah, I know, I'm just a little upset, you know, or whatever. But I know, I'm just joking. And then his friend, she's a girl, she comments, she's like, oh, don't blame all Trinis, and I'm just like, yeah, I know, whatever. And she said some extra shit, but it wasn't like disrespectful or nothing. But then he comments on her comment on my post, and he's like, yeah, that's why you my nigga, this, that, and the other. I'm like, whoever don't like what I just said could get off my post, could go that way. Because then she was like, yeah, because I don't know why she doing all that. I'm like, who the door is this way. Exit stage left. Exit. Thank you. After he wrote that, he was like, all of that though? He commented on it, he was like, all of that though? And I was like, all of what? Like, he's saying all of that though, like I'm being extra. So I'm like, all of what? Should I have hit you on your Instagram DM, your Snapchat DM, emailed you about it, recorded it and posted it? Or is that just something you do? Because I'm confused. Would that have been too much? Or is that just what you do? I need to know. Then he hits me on my Facebook Messenger. Now he has hit me on every single media outlet that I have except for Twitter. I done forgot my Tumblr password, but I believe he would have hit me on there too, bro. So he's like, oh, take all that shit down. And I'm like, first I'm thinking like, take all what down? I'm thinking he's talking about my post. I'm like, no, I'm not taking it down. Nigga, no. Like, who are you talking to? Give those balls back to whoever you found them from. What? I'm looking like, no, who are you talking to? You know, you... I just don't know where this sudden bravery came from. Let me know. Then after I realized what he was talking about, this boy, I had like 5 notifications after that. And, oh no, I had more than 5. And it's of him. He scrolled past all of my personal selfies from that September, early October. From when we broke up, since November. All my personal selfies that I took for the year, basically, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. All those selfies that I took, he scrolled past it till our relationship photos I still had up. I was like, take this down, take this down, take this shit down, 3, take this down, 4. Like, counting the pictures that I still had up. And then I'm just like, and then he was just like, I was like, are you serious? Like, why are you going through all my pictures like that? Like, and then, you know, when you go back in someone's history on Facebook, other people get the notification who's liked it before, who commented on it, and then it's just there now. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like you're just doing it and it's just me and you. Everybody sees this. You know what I'm saying? So that was him getting back for me, writing a post or whatever. And I'm like, you doing so much. He's like, nah, I just don't know why you claiming me. Why you still claiming me? I said, what? You don't know why I'm still claiming you? You think I'm claiming you? You acting like I reposted all these pictures. Like I miss him, oh my gosh, and I'm reposting throwbacks. You scroll past all of my selfies and then you commented on them and made them kind of pop back up. I still got pictures of me looking broke down and dusty in high school. I still got Wacky Tacky Day and Gender Bender Day pictures posted up on Facebook. I still got guys that I used to talk to on Facebook from back to when. Don't flatter yourself to think that I'm... What? What? No. Blocked him after that. Blocked him. So now I have him on no social media, right? Then his friend liked the comment, the post that I wrote, because I wrote a new post. I was just like, what I said, I was like, this boy is in my comment, in my inbox, you know, messaging me, scrolling through all my selfies, talking about, you know, take this down. Like, you acting like I'm reposting it. Hashtag boy if you don't get out my messages. Bye. what's wrong with you? And his best friend liked it, you know. So I felt bad because I hit his best friend up. I was like, listen, I don't know what's up with him, but me and you, I ain't got no bad blood. I know where your loyalty will lie, but I don't have any bad blood with you. You get what I'm saying? He was just like, nah, it's cool because he's drama free and I'm drama free. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Now that's done. I have nothing to do with him, his sister, nobody, whatever. So only his friend if he wanted to hang out or whatever, right? Tell me why. Tell me why. Y'all that's watching, tell me why. Me and my girls, me, Felicia, and Vanessa, we had a girls' night, right? And you know, we sitting at the table, we talking, having drinks or whatever. And she's like, girl, I gotta tell you. I'm like, what? Why so and so, let's just say, which is my ex, came to my job or whatever. And I was like, he came to your job? Why would he go to your job? And she was just like, and then my other best friend, Felicia, was just like, yeah, girl, I gotta tell you, because we bumped into him too. He tried it. I said, why is that? Why is he doing that? Why he stalking my friends? I don't know. Why? Like, what you doing? Stalking my people. And my best friend was like, yeah, he came in, you know, and he was trying to convince me that you were wrong or whatever, and then he kind of got mad when I took your side. I'm just like, Vanessa's the type of person that she's not going to take your side just because she's your best friend. If I'm wrong, she would tell me that I'm wrong. That's why I respect her. I love her. You know what I'm saying? If she's wrong, she know I would tell her. And when I'm right, she will stand up for me as well. You know what I'm saying? So he came in talking like, you didn't think that was a bit extra? You didn't think that I posted something? Like the whole not dating a Trinity thing or whatever. And he was just like, and then he was like, you don't think that's weird that she still had the name up? And she was like, all you had to do was tell her one time. You went too far. You messaged me here, you messaged me there, you emailed me, you recorded it, and you posted it. And then you went on my Facebook, and then you tried to, like, you commented on all the shits that you wanted me to take down. Like, people not going to see that shit. Like, my nigga, you went too far to try to get one little thing done, and you could have told me one time. When I came from work, because, yes, people work, and they busy. You could have told me one time, and it would have got done. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I'm going to change my name when I find a new one. And he was like, all right, Vanessa, and he got mad, and he left. And I'm just like, whatever. And then Felicia was like, yeah, because when that night that we all went out, because we all hung out one night in a park, and we was just like, you know, eating pizza in the park, drinking, have a good time. And she was like, that same night that she bumped into him and his best friend, and they was just talking or whatever, and she didn't want to mention me because she didn't know how me and him were. I was like, respect. And then when she went to say goodbye, she was like, oh, we were about to go meet up with some people. She didn't tell me it was us and a whole bunch of college friends, because then they would have wanted to come or whatever, maybe, I don't know. But she was just like, yeah, we about to go leave. And he was just, and then he stopped and was like, oh, and tell your friend to take all that shit down. And she was just like, why don't you stop antagonizing her and leave her the fuck alone? And I'm like, why do you feel the need to be that petty and stupid? But after that, his friend came to my job, right? And then, you know, I didn't want to talk about him. I didn't want to talk about him at all. So when we met up, I was like, because I work in a shoe store. I was like, what shoes you want to buy? What's up? And then he was just talking or whatever. And on his way out leaving, he was like, oh, you know, we got to hang out one day. I was just like, yeah, yo, we can go to a movie. We can chill, you know, hang out with some of our college friends or whatever. And he was just like, yeah, but you gotta fix that with him. I was like, fix what with who? He was just like, you know what I'm talking about. I was like, I'm not fixing nothing that I didn't start. I'm done. You know, maybe in the future when we both are older, maybe we're both a little bit more mature, maybe we can have a friendship. But for right now, what you did was extra. That's the fall. You know what I'm saying? We had a rise and we had a fall, and that's what it is. So after that, I'm done with you. The YouTube name is down. The social media name is down. Everything is gone. Erases of you is gone. It's gone. And I changed my name to TheRoseGuard. And TheRoseGuard, I got the idea from Beauty and the Beast when the Beast didn't want anybody touching the rose that was being guarded by the glass. And that's basically a rose guard, right? And you know, it's just your heart. You're protecting it. You don't, anybody who isn't worthy, who isn't necessarily, you know, have the best, you know, wishes for you, they cannot come near you. Hence the rose guard. You know what I'm saying? You're guarding the rose. My rose is my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because that really hurt me, because I thought we were I thought we were better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't have to do all that. And I understand he was hurt maybe from the way that we were talking about when I had to meet up with that guy or whatever, but you could have done it a complete different way. You went too far, you went extra, and you know how I am. You know what I'm saying? And you played yourself. And we can't keep going like that. So I had to guard myself. I changed my name. I changed everything. So now I'm protecting my rose, which is my heart. And I've been good ever since. Like, I legit started talking to different people. I'm happy. Feel me? Like, I'm just chilling. I'm trying to get into the YouTube because the YouTube is something that I wanted to do for so long. I'm getting a new camera, so, you know, I won't be using what I'm using now for a long time, but I'm getting my life back rolling. Or not back, because I never stopped, but I'm talking to somebody who's making me really happy. He know what it is. He know what's up. I'm just cooling. Know what I'm saying? So, guys, that was the rise and fall of my first love. And I still do wish him the best because he's not a bad guy. Like, he's really sweet. The way he would, you know, have things laid out on the bed for me when I came home or when I wasn't feeling good. You know, he would go and bring a whole bunch of goodies. Like, he's a sweet guy, and I'm not the type of person that will only tell you the bad. You know what I'm saying? He's sweet. He's fun. He's very spontaneous, you know, but he also has a lot of growing to do, as we all do. But it wasn't working between us no more. You know what I'm saying? And I think he was good for me at that time, but now I'm kind of past it and I can't go backwards. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish him the best. If he's with shorty, I wish her the best. I wish them the best. Whatever dreams he has, I still hope he accomplishes them. I'm never a hater. I still have a lot of respect for his mom. His mom was always so nice to me. I would never have a bad thing to say about her. His sister, like, I'm not gonna stay mad at someone who's trying to be there for their brother, but it's just, you gotta understand all sides of the story. I would do the same for my brother, but I'm never gonna do what she did. That was a little extra, but I'm cool, you know. She's gonna defend her brother, as you should. Whatever, you know. But until you date someone that's like your brother, you will never understand what it's like. It's disgusting to hear, but whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I'm gonna start posting more. I'm gonna stop being so analytical, meticulous in how I am. I'm gonna post maybe some YouTube videos. I mean, like makeup, maybe. I don't know yet, but I'm just gonna be chilling. Story times, talks, whatever. It's gonna be cool. So I want you guys to comment, like the video, share it, subscribe, whatever it is you do on YouTube. Just do all that. You can follow my social media outlets. I'm gonna have them listed down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. This was fun. I don't know why it took so long and shit. Like, look, bye.